Did you know? Part 3. Did you know? According to scientific reports, humans only need to shower every 2 to 3 days. A daily shower can cause irritated and cracked skin. Did you know? Meet Ram Singh Chauhan, the person with the longest mustache, 4.29 meter, in the world. Did you know? Angry people produce more unique ideas faster than people in any other type of emotional state. According to a study. Did you know? There's a laser procedure to change one's eye color from brown to blue, as blue eyes exist under all brown eyes. Did you know? Ice eggs. This rare phenomenon occurs when ice is rolled over by wind and water. Did you know? Hearing your name when nobody is calling you is a sign of a healthy mind. Did you know? Cockroaches are so repulsed by humans that if they're touched by a human, not only do they run away, but also wash themselves. Did you know? There's a highway in space, called the Interplanetary Superhighway. It is used to send spacecraft around the solar system with least resistance using gravity. Did you know? Charles O'Rear clicked the most famous wallpaper of all time. Did you know? British pound is the world's oldest currency still in use. It's 1200 years old. Did you know? Dimple are in fact genetic defects, as muscles grow incorrectly and leave a gap between them. Did you know? This is the world's tiniest computer next to a grain of rice. Motivation. Psychology says, pain makes you stronger. Fear causes you to become braver. Heartbreak makes you wiser. Did you know? Lions are identifiable through their whisker patterns. Did you know? The longest breath held underwater is 2403 minutes. Did you know? Longest human neck is over 7 inches. Did you know? Your body loses up to 8% of water on a flight. Did you know? Did you know Disneyland has an underground tunnel system? Did you know? Did you know 40% of human jobs could be replaced by AI in the future? Did you know? Spotted hyenas can digest skin and bones. Did you know? Some Viking chiefs were buried inside their ships. Did you know? Not all moons are dry and dusty like ours. Jupiter's Europa has a liquid ocean under an icy crust. Did you know? Komodo dragons can devour 5 pounds of meat in less than a minute. Any extra fat they eat is stored in their tails. Did you know? The world's smallest fruit, a utricle, is the size of a small ant. Did you know? You lose about 50 to 100 hairs a day. Did you know? Corn is grown on every continent except Antarctica. Did you know? A seahorse can move its eyes in opposite directions, all the better to scan the water for food and predators. Did you know? Hummingbirds' wings can beat up to 200 times a second. Did you know? Because the speed of Earth's rotation changes over time, a day in the age of dinosaurs was just 23 hours long. Did you know? Jellyfish, or jellies as scientists call them, are not fish. They have no brain, no heart, and no bones. Did you know? The Nile crocodile can hold its breath underwater for up to 2 hours while waiting for prey. Did you know? It's considered rude to write in red ink in Portugal. Did you know? In 1889, the Queen of Italy, Margherita Savoy, ordered the first pizza delivery. Did you know? Final test of self-control for police dogs. Did you know? If you mix ice cubes with tap water, they will be white, and if you use boiled water, it will be transparent. Did you know? Imagine walking through a museum and finding a 100-year-old painting of yourself from another life. Do you know? A bad marriage is much worse for your health than being single. Do you know? When a woman no longer gets frustrated and upset with you, you can almost guarantee that she doesn't care anymore. Do you know? Onions have been proven to lower cholesterol, reduce chances of a stroke, and reduce chances of various types of cancer. Do you know? The most used line in movies is, "Let's get out of here." Do you know? Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. Invented the three-point seat belt in 1959, they made the patent free for all competitors to use in order to save lives, saying it had more value as a free life-saving tool than something to profit from. In memory of his mom, he got this tattoo. It's the sound waves from her last voicemail she sent him. There's a building in Germany that plays music when it rains. Earth's oceans were formed due to millions of years of non-stop rain. Living near a nuclear plant gives you 100 times less radiation than eating a bag of potato chips every day. In 15 years of conquest, Alexander the Great never lost a battle. He secured his first victory at age 18. Jimmy Carter has been alive for 40 years since he left office, the longest duration of any U.S. president ever. 3.5 billion years ago, a day on Earth was only 12 hours long. There are more statues of lions throughout the world than there are real lions in the wild. Iceland has more authors, more books published, and more books read per person than anywhere else in the world. Earth is the only planet whose English name is not taken from Greek or Roman mythology. Seahorse couples greet each other every morning with a hug and dance. While many people assume that Earth's oxygen comes from rainforests, 50 to 85% of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere is generated by little marine plants called phytoplankton. A day on Venus lasts longer than a year on Venus. The Earth is beginning to spin faster. The 28 fastest days ever recorded took place in 2020. There's a rainbow tree that sheds its outer bark to reveal bright green inner bark that then matures to blue, purple, orange, and finally red. Tigers can, and will, take revenge on those who have wronged them. They are one of the most vengeful animals on the planet. If you fail your driving test in Switzerland more than 3 times, you must pass a psychological exam before being allowed to retake it. Earth is the only known planet where fire can burn. No other planets have enough oxygen. Neanamorphic, appearing younger than one's actual age. The vibrations caused by a cat's purring help speed up the healing process of fractured bones and wounds. If you were to start with 1 cent and double your money every day, it would take 27 days for you to become a millionaire. Elephants help each other in distress, grieve for their dead, and feel empathy for each other. Trees recognize their offspring, sending them more carbon below ground and reducing their own roots to make room for their kids. Healthy foods cost 3 times as much as unhealthy foods. Too much stress can cause your brain to freeze and temporarily shut down. Canada and Denmark have been fighting over an uninhabited island since the early 1930s. They send their militaries to remove each other's flags and leave bottles of whiskey for the other, literally. A whiskey war,